Welcome back, students, to another week, and this week we're on our third installment of WordPress. I think last week we actually created a page, and on that page we put a little introduction to ourselves. Well, we're going to add a little bit to that page this week, and we're going to do that by adding an image in there. So I'm going to show you how to import images to the image library, and also how to create some simple links. So we'll do that on that page also. So that being said, let's go ahead and get WordPress started. And if you remember right, we go down here to the little list that I've got in my tray, or you can go out to the C drive on the computer into that folder called XAMPP Lite, and there should be a little icon that looks like that there, where you can start it. You're going to start or stop the web services, okay? And then once those are started, you're going to go to Sites. I already had mine started, so that gives me a little bit of an advantage. I'm going to go to the dashboard for that sample dev site. Okay, so let's start by talking a little bit about what we did last week. If you remember, last week we created that pages, and if I go to all pages, let's do a couple things in here to get started. There was that sample page, and then there was that introduction to my WordPress site. Let's just click on that sample page, since we already have another page in there. And then we're going to come down beneath it, and we're going to trash it. So we're just going to get rid of that sample page out of there. And this just kind of helps clean up our site. So we're going to come to our pages, and we're going to click on that introduction to my WordPress site. And if you remember, we put this little introduction in here, and we can preview the changes if we want. That opens it up in a new tab for us. Slowly, but that's okay. And then there's the title for our site, which we're going to change today. We're going to change that, and the tagline that's underneath it also. So that's kind of what it looks like now. We're going to make some improvements to this. So we're going to just come back to our dashboard, to our edit site. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to go to media, and we're going to import some media. What I'd like you to do is import find a picture of yourself, or remember, nobody else can see this. It's not like we're going to put this out on the web. Or you can put an avatar or some kind of icon in there that best represents you. So this is our media library, and what we're going to do is we're going to add new media to this. And I'm going to go out here and I'm going to select a file. And I've got this profile picture of myself, and I'm going to drop that in. So there it is, right? So I'm going to select it there, and if I click on it, it's going to give me all kinds of details about it. It's telling me where it's loaded from. I can add a caption. I can do all sorts of things with this picture once I drop it in. So we'll close that up, and then let's go back to our pages. And we can drop all kinds of media in there. We can do video files, which we'll do next week, stills, all types of things, all kinds of things. All right, so I'm going to go to the introduction to my WordPress site. And I'm going to click right up here at the beginning of the first paragraph. I'm going to say Add Media. And I'm going to select the picture, so I'm going to get the little check mark there. And I'm going to come down here to the lower right and say Insert into Page. And boom, there I am. All right, so we can modify this picture once we have it into our site just by clicking on it, and we get these little buttons up at the top. So what I want to do with this picture is I want to align it left first. Now, to me, that's a little bit big, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, I'm going to click this edit button, and I'm going to change the size to a thumbnail. All right, and then I'm going to add a caption below my picture, and I'm going to put in Professor Mark All right. And then say update. And boom. That looks a little bit better. So that's how we insert graphics and align them. And if I wanted to have it on the right side, I could have clicked out here and said align right, or actually I could have left it there and clicked on align right. But we can move the picture basically anywhere we want by just using those simple alignment buttons. All right, so the next thing I want to do then is I want to add a few links. So I put down in here in my description, and you can add links to anything you want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to the end of my paragraph. I'm going to hit return, and I'm going to put these are links to places I've been. I'm going to hit a return or enter, and I'm going to put Hawaii, Cozumel, and Vienna. Like I said, you can put anything you want down here. I just want you to be able to create 3 links. You could put your 3 favorite places, your 3 favorite foods, your 3 favorite recipes. You can put anything you want down in that area. I'm just adding these because they are things that I mentioned in my profile. All right, now to add a link is very, very easy to do. All right, so I'm going to highlight the word Hawaii. And I've already opened up some sites that I'm going to use. I'm going to copy the URLs out of. So I'm going to go up here to my Hawaii travel information. And I'm just going to copy the email address out of there. Back to my sample page. And with the word Hawaii highlighted, I'm going to go up here and click on the link tab, insert link. And I'm just going to paste the URL in there. And then I'm going to apply it. So when that button is clicked on, it's going to take me to gohawaii.com. I'm going to edit that at this point then because there's something else I want to do, and I'm going to go over here to the settings button, this link options button, and I'm going to say open the link in a new tab because I don't want it opening replacing the page I have open. Say update. Then I'm going to go through the same process with Cozumel. This is the top 10 things to do in Cozumel. I'm going to copy that. With the word Cozumel highlighted, I'm going to create a link. Paste in the URL. Apply it. I'm going to go back and edit. Go to my options. Open a new tab and update. And then finally with Vienna. I'm going to highlight the word Vienna. Copy my URL from my Vienna page. Go back. Add a link. Paste. Apply. Edit. Options. Open link in a new tab and update. All right, so there we have 3. We just created 3 separate links. So if I go to my preview page, change, you can see it added my picture with the caption and links. I click on them. It should take me out to those various links that I just created. Yep, good deal. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close up my introduction page there. And there's one other thing we're going to do today. Next week we're going to add video and clean a couple other things up. And we'll create a second page or another page next week and drop some YouTube video into it. But for right now, what I wanted to do was, if I do go out and preview this, you can see it says my sample site, just another WordPress site. We're going to change that because that's the tagline off of our homepage. That's what our site was named. But we're going to go in and fix that also. So let's go down here and back to our where we're editing our page at. Let's just go ahead and say update. And our page is updated. Alright, so let's go down here to our settings tab then, and let's just go over to the general settings. And let's just fix that site, change the site title and the tagline. So I'm going to change this to Mark Ryan is awesome site. Got a cap too. And then for my tagline, I'm going to put, you can put anything you want in there. I'm going to put, yes, I'm all that and a bag of chips. And then let's save the changes. Okay, now let's go back to our pages one last time here. And go to the introduction to our WordPress site. Notice it changed my title up here, right? Mark Ryan, his awesome site. And if I go to my preview, oh, look at that. Mark Ryan, his awesome site. Yes, I'm all that in a bag of chips. Okay, so what I want you to do for this week then is to go ahead and take a screenshot of this. So go ahead and do your screen capture, and that's what you'll submit for this week's assignment. Like I said, next week we're going to add another page, and we'll be adding, I'll show you how to add video to that.